The venue in the heart of downtown. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
And for those of you who might not know, MP stated that he wants defense to be a priority for this team. It's a not-so-subtle message he's been putting out there.
And it hasn't just been talk from MP. It's been action. Their defense has been outstanding, and he's at the forefront. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see them play another lockdown game tonight. When MP sets a goal for his team, they tend to get there.
And the starting lineup for Miami. Walker out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Z in at the shooting guard position. And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
From deep, here's Doncic. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Pass to Z. Launches it. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Z's got 6.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Towns, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. McCain's shot is off.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Z. The three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to McCain. Now here's Young. He shoots a 3. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Miami has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's Z. Hits the jump hook. Give him 8 points now.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He added 61 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come. Unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Z, coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. Now a timeout called by New York. Doris, you look at the shooting of Karl Anthony Towns. A 7-footer. He's as good as it gets.
He is, B.A. He has been verging on the 50, 40, 90 efficiency type numbers in recent years. He is right there with Dirk Nowitzki when you talk about the sweetest shooting big men of all time.
And some change. Called the Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with John Collins. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Caffey in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's Doncic. No points yet. Here's Z. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Jaquez, the pass to Z. shoots. The Knicks with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Pass to Collins. Here's the three. He drops it from range. Collins has got 7 points in the game.
And this is a part of Collins' game that's really evolved. Hitting jumpers and catch and shoot.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Now here's Murray. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Adebayo with the rejection.
Oh, gotta be cautious when Adebayo is in the area. Showing once again that he's a legitimate shot-blocking threat. Look how explosive Bam can be. Defenses can't do anything to stop him on the alley-oop.
Well, Grant, one thing about this Knicks team, they have a clear identity.
Yeah, they have the mentality of their city, New York City. Playing the game with passion and in-your-face attitude. And, of course, these Knicks leave it all out on the floor.
Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the baseline. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Here's Jaquez. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside Brunson. Three-pointer. This is another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor. And it's Jaquez with the ball for the Miami Heat. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Right wing. Here's Z. Yes, and it's Adebayo picking up the assist. Z's got 9 points in the quarter.
For a center, Adebayo is an excellent passer. He's always so aware of his surroundings.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jalen Brunson's craft sets him apart. He said, quote, "I've always played with my instincts and tried to see the game a couple plays ahead. As I've gotten older, that part of my game has gotten wiser and better, but I'm still learning." Brian, that's a scary thought for the rest of the league.
He's already plenty dangerous, Allie. Achua's checked in for Miami. Walker comes in for Luka Doncic. Here's Brunson. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brunson's got 5.
That's business right there. Jalen Brunson, the catch, shoot, and on to the next play.
Doris, how about the evolution of Jalen Brunson's career? From role player to star player.
Yeah, B.A., he begins his career as a backup point guard to the great Luka Doncic. But when given an opportunity to thrive without Luka in the playoffs, he did just that. Then he gets his own team and takes his game to an MVP level. Incredible evolution.
Here's Z. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
I just love the ball movement.
Knicks trail by 4. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Inside. Williamson against Achua. Williamson passes to Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Jaime Jaquez.
He draws so much attention from the defense. Murray recognizing the aggressive defender and going right after him.
Karl Anthony Towns has checked in for New York. Young comes in for Jalen Brunson. And Miami with a change here, too. Pippen's checked in. Offensive rebound. Achua with the dunk.
And it's so hard to stop the putback when you let him live at the rim like that.
Boy, once he gets his hands on it around the rim, it's too late.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Heat out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
For the West, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Heat.
They've been playing very.
And that's a wrap on half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint, but if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
And let's take a look at Miami. We've got Walker. Achua is out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Z in at the 2. Williamson outside. Young, the pass to Williamson. Towns, a screen on Achua. Here's Williamson driving inside. And he banks in the layup.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Miami leading by 5. Adebayo in the post. Towns on him. The kick out to Walker. Doncic outside. Second chance effort. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. The league is already buzzing about this year's three-point contest. So let's have a look at the players likely to make an appearance.
The three-point contest only becomes more competitive every year as long-range shooting continues to be a coveted talent in the league. But these guys are in a league all their own.
He's currently up there in the voting at number 2. So clearly no one is sleeping on his abilities as a lights-out three-point shooter.
Yeah, it's his long-range shooting that puts him on another level. Definitely a guy who belongs in this contest.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
New York calls timeout. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. Miami, 3rd.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Here's McCain. Blocked! Young against Doncic. Here's Z. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. And now a 9-point Heat lead.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, B.A., there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
The shot by Towns, no good.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
To the paint. Here's Z. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Murray against Doncic. Towns, a screen on Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Sends it home from three-point land. McCain's got 11 points.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Brunson is checked in for DeJounte Murray. And Miami also making a switch. Jaquez is checked in for Achua.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Now here's Brunson. He's closely guarded. New York, again, can't hit. Heat leading by 12. See the pass to Jaquez. And there's a 3-second violation.
New York ball. Substitution on the court.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. We've got John Collins, and it's Bona in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Z shot is good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Caffey. Pass to McCain. Fires the 3. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Here's Z. And he jams it home with authority.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
Here's McCain. Over to the wing. Collins inside. Jaquez covers. Got a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Timeout called. Knicks.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
So both teams changing it up here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what New York's coach was going over with his guys. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thanks for that, Allie.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Towns, a screen on Achua. Williamson outside. Pass to McCain. Intercepted. They've got numbers. Here's Z. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Williamson. Misses in close.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Outside Murray. Pass to Towns. Can they get it? Rebound Miami. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic passes to Z. Fires for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Adebayo.
3 points.
Adebayo's got 3 assists now in this one. And so Murray will bring it up for the New York Knicks. It's an 18-point game.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And with this one safely in the books, it'll mark their 23rd win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Z.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Murray on target from about 13 feet. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Achua inside. He's against Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Walker at the line.
And he makes a first. That one's no good. Pass to Z. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. Z's got 40 points.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Takes the three. Drops in the three.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
So it's the Heat